Hey everyone, and welcome to Boobly's World Cuisine. It's November and soon we will have Christmas. My today's recipe is Christmas themed, where I will show you how to do the viral Christmas tree shaped puff pastries. This is one of those items that can be a great appetizer for kids at Christmas party and even a great Christmas Eve breakfast. Now, if you're ready, we can get started. It only requires two ingredients, which is puff pastry and some sort of filling. And for today's filling, I'm using Biscoff, but I have done it with Nutella and I have put shorts on my channel. Just check them out. Additionally, I'm using some nuts. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna use some store-bought ready rolled puff pastry so that my life is easier. While making anything with puff pastry, you want to make sure that your pastries are nicely thawed, so you gotta take them out from the fridge half an hour before you want to use them. Okay, let's roll it back. And this is one pastry sheet, and I'm using just roll today, but any puff pastry from the supermarket will do the job. Okay, now you gotta make a cut in the middle, and sometimes I find it a little bit tricky. Okay, as I said, I'm going to use some Biscoff spread here. What I like to do is take it out in a bowl and then using a spatula or something, I do a little bit of mash. That way I can ensure that it's going to be spreadable when I try to use it on my pastry sheet. Okay, this step is now done. It's time to apply it on the pastry sheets, which sometimes can be a little bit difficult, but have patience and try to do it. The best thing about this recipe is you can put any filling of your choice. I have also done it with Nutella and that tastes good as well. So Nutella, Biscoff, anything that's spreadable and has a nice taste will be amazing. Okay, now I'm going to add some nuts and for which I have chosen almonds and these are ready-made ground almonds. But you can use any nut of your choice or if you're allergic to nut, just skip it. It will still taste great. Okay, filling is all done. It's time to cover it up. Now, hope you remembered that we cut it into halves. So I have put the spread in one half and now I'm going to seal it with the other half. This is done. I like to tab it a little bit so that it's leveled. And the next thing I like to do is cut the corners. If you don't cut the corners, it's not gonna be ugly, but I just like it to be neat. And now it's time to cut strips. Today I'm doing 6 strips, but you can go up to 7 using one puff pastry sheet. Okay, once the strips are done, which you want to make sure are straight, it's time to make the trees, for which just take one strip at a time. And the first thing to do is cut the corners on the top so that it has a pointy side, which will look nicer when it's finally done. Next bit is forming the tree, for which you gotta take the each strip and then just do it like this. It's more visual than me explaining it. And now it's time to put a stick in it. Today I'm using some barbecue sticks and they come really long, which is very suitable because they have a very long side at the bottom. But if you don't have anything like this handy, you can also use bigger cocktail sticks. Okay, just gotta make sure that they have a little bit of space in between them because puff pastries, when goes in the oven, they spread a little bit. Okay, now one tree is done and repeat this with the rest of the strips. It's time to bake them, for which I have taken my baking tray and I'm using the same sheet that the puff pastries came. And when you lay the trees, you want to make sure there is enough space in between them because they're going to spread and puff at a little bit when goes in the oven. Oven is heated to 180 degrees and then these are going in for 15 to 18 minutes. Fast forward that, my Christmas themed puff pastries with Biscoff is all ready. Now you gotta let them sit in the pan for something around 3-4 minutes until they are just slightly cooled and have patience, and after that dust them with some powdered sugar. I didn't have any store-bought powdered sugar today, so I just made mine in the blender, but it's doing the job. dishing it out on again another Christmas themed board. Let me know your thoughts on how you liked it. This one is a very popular one and it's all over on TikTok and Instagram. They make such an amazing Christmas appetizer and snack. If you follow me on Instagram and you make this one, please tag me so that I can see how your final one looks like. I will be posting more of Christmas themed food ideas, so subscribe and please stay tuned.